Hello and welcome to SteveKnows. It is time for the weekly news update, and I know everyone and their mother has covered version 71, so I won't be deep diving into that one today, but what I do want to do is cover amazing stories around the MetaQuest's cloud gaming service, VR advancements, free games, and so much more. And I have to use this clip again that I used in a previous video of a fellow gamer in VR because I just love it so much.
That's enough chin wagging, let's get started.
This video is sponsored, but it is bringing something good for you guys. So Triangle Factory have given me a discount code for 50% off their game before Season 2 begins, as well as a free trial being available so you can play this game for free before even thinking about investing into it. So in Breaches, they've added things since launch, such as the bot takeover, where if you die and there's a bot on your team, you can embody them and continue playing. There will also be a new mall map that should be dropping by year end, which should be cool to run around in a space that we so often hang out, well, used to hang out, not 14 anymore. They also added a ship map, which reminds me of Black Ops Hijack, the Arctic, which is like an IKEA in the snow, Outpost, and the Dam. Season 2 will start at the end of this month, the end of October, so dive in and see how you feel with this game, and if you enjoy it, use my discount code for 50% off. And also, if you want a Quest 3 or a Quest 3S, if you use the links down below in the description, the creator affiliate links actually give you an additional $30 store credit with your bundle. So Batman, the headset, the Quest Plus, and this store credit, which is a better deal than if you buy it from the Meta store or through other outlets. So if that's something you're interested in, I want you guys to get the most out of it, so look at the links down below. So thank you in advance, let's get the video started! So the big news, MetaQuest cloud gaming service. It's been a very long while since we saw reports of the codenamed Avalanche gaming service. I think it was in 2022 when it first appeared, when someone found environment variables in the version 24 firmware. And recently, GamerGen was able to boot up using a service that was named Avalanche Alpha. But when he tried live streaming this, it didn't work. Service unavailable. But now, on the MetaQuest store, the service is available to be wishlisted on the MetaQuest store. It says released in July, which obviously is not true, but that could just been when they uploaded this information to the store. In the store imagery, we see things like Beat Saber, which is a standalone app, so why would you use that to play on the cloud streaming service? I don't know. But we also have Lone Echo, which is a title for sure you should be playing if you're able to play on PCVR on your Quest. It is such a great title. There's also a shot of a city where I initially thought it was Robo Recall, but the more I look, it looks more like the Unreal Engine City demo. Let me know if you know what this is for sure. And around cloud streaming, we know that Meta have deliberately not allowed other cloud streaming applications onto their platform, such as Plutosphere, rest in peace, claiming it was to ensure they had quality first. So everyone on the store, new Quest adopters, would only have access to top-class VR experiences. Well, then they added App Lab, and that popped off, and now they've merged the two stores. So that's not really the case anymore, but the streaming app constraint remains. So that's likely to prevent any competition and allow other apps to gain a monopoly in this space, because they've been working on this since before 2020. What do you think about having the ability to play PCVR experiences on your Quest standalone headset without a beastie rig? Instead of investing thousands into an amazing PC rig, you can just invest into a better internet plan. This also means you'll be able to play all those cross-buy games that you have purchased over the years for your Quest. People would 100% play PCVR more, and with PCVR in mind, because it's mind-blowing, hopefully we would see more development of PCVR titles, because it's been very standalone focused for the last 4 years. And it would be nice to see a little bit more investment there, because it is really the best way to play VR. In the version 71 update, there was a feature where it would bring your keyboard into the virtual space through pass-through. It will crop out an oblong or a rectangle of your keyboard so you can then see it, making the rather expensive purchase of my Logitech K830 pointless. Not that I used the feature much anyway, because previously it was certain keyboards that you could bring into the virtual space with a virtual overlay in your keyboard, not through pass-through, so it could be used in VR, but I guess you don't need that anymore. But the point of this story is not to hype over a version 71 keyboard update, it's to lead me on to the next advancement that I want to talk about, which is eliminating the keyboard completely. Meta and external researchers from Zurich have stated they have cracked the ability to use any surface as a keyboard without a keyboard, eliminating the need for the physical device at all. So this tech is called TouchInsight. We saw a little bit of this last year where Bosworth claimed he could write 120 words a minute, and honestly it sounded like trolling because that's just ridiculous, utterly ridiculous, especially as the new research paper that's been published on this has stated they have achieved 70 words per minute max with an average of 37 words per minute, which is more than I currently type on the floating keyboard when I'm trying to search what games I want to play in the store. TouchSight will only work as well currently with the standard Quest 3. I don't know if that includes the Quest 3S. I don't know if they were experimenting with that during the development of this feature, because it may need that hardware depth sensor that the Quest 3 has to operate. I hope this tech is going to be integrated also into the Meta Horizon OS, and we could continue to expand what it means to have an all-in-one VR headset. It's gosh, everything with Kinect, these new features, the AI that I'm going to talk about right now as well. We're living in the future. Did you watch We Robot as well? The Tesla bots, my goodness. So a quick note, this is great news. I was moaning about this all at Kinect. The UK doesn't get Meta AI. The Gen 2 Raybans are almost pointless without it. Well, slap my bum and call me silly, because Meta AI is now available in the UK and Australia, meaning these new pair of glasses can be spoken to. Sadly, in the UK though, it's voice only, so you can't be like, hey Meta, what am I looking at? And it will feedback you on the visuals, remind you where you've parked, scan a QR code, read a phone number off a poster. But in the UK, you can use the voice and speak to the AI for questions or taking actions, having queries. And the great thing about this AI integration is live translation is coming next year. So when you're abroad, you can understand English, French, Spanish, and Italian translated to you through the glasses. If you're interested in a pair of these glasses, I will link them down below also. Now let's talk about some games. Dreams, a top-tier studio, have dropped a game in early access, a free-to-play PvP shooter that has some eye-popping neon visuals. They are making good use of that color palette that makes it look like a cross between Overwatch versus Splatoon, evidently providing fast-paced action that we've seen in their games like Fract and Synapse. But in this game, it will split you across multiple game modes, so you'll play 5 rounds of random game modes, and the winner is who comes out on top in the majority out of all the 5. So you can dash, zip, dual wield, but something that always gets me with these games are the dummy reflexes on death, and this game just has an absolute flop when you die, and I can't get enough. I just find it so funny. They become a complete ragdoll. So I'll link this down below as well, because it was a little hard to find in the store, because if you just search Frenzies, it says unavailable. What you need to look for is Frenzies Early Access. So I'll link that down below if you want a free game to play this weekend as well. Next, we have another delay. Cue the deep sigh. Wonder of Fragments of Fate, which has been showcasing some incredible gameplay videos online if you're following them around the game's revamp and its update, but I guess they're suffering a little bit from the developer issue of something not always being complete, although people tend to release stuff anyway, don't they, when it's half-baked. And this isn't a game I think people need right this second. It's one we're looking forward to for sure, but there's so many games dropping at year end. Maybe just give us a minute to get through those. We've got Batman, Behemoth, Alien, Metro, plus all of the other games that are sprinkled around. It's just the Fragments of Fate was supposed to come out in June, then it was delayed to October, and now it has an undisclosed delay date also. So I'm expecting early 2025. Okay, time for the quickfire news, and I know I do this every week and it's not very quickfire, but this time I'm going to try it. So please comment down below, give me some feedback on what it's going to be like. This is just going to be like the headlines. So Laser Dance VR is delayed until 2025 to implement new Meta APIs and fix the scene drift issues it's been experiencing. Meta has also confirmed the cancellation of the Quest Pro 2. It's official. Into the Black has just released from Binary Mills, and my goodness, this is a game you should check out and play. It is a doozy, looks great, plays great, and is rather interesting in its style of play. Silent Slayer is available to play on PCVR now through Steam if you like a good scare. Huh. Check it out. Spatial Ops, a co-located shooter that I played in the States, and honestly, top tier fun to have 8 people in one room running around attacking each other, sharing the same space and the same map. Incredible. This is coming out in November. Walkabout Mini Golf has an iOS app to play the game which supports crossplay, which means you'll be able to play with VR gamers with people who are on their phone, and I can already see grandpa and grandson activities happening. What a great idea. There's also a Britney Spears song pack available for Beat Saber. You better work. So that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Hopefully there's something here for you to get excited for. Great advancements in the tech world, not just the VR space. And also don't forget there's links down below if you're interested to get some great offers. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. Have a great week. Happy gaming. Good day.